I'm going to ask first.
Go ahead. Girl.
Okay.
You got this.
I want to know what's going on in Orlando's house, in your house with your daughters specifically. You know, obviously it changes over time as they get older. What is the biggest issue with your kids right now, or the biggest argument? What are you struggling with as a parent? Why are you giggling?
Because I know my kids have been dropped off at school this morning, so they won't hear it.
Oh, awesome.
And so everybody who's in school with them had to be in school by 8:25, so they won't hear it. But
You kids be late sometimes. Though.
Not sometimes.
but I don't. I mean, there's. Yeah, I don't think I should talk. I really don't think I should talk about.
Oh my goodness! Oh,
Huh?
Off rip?
wow.
I don't. Because I mean, there is a like my daughter isn't speaking to me right.
What?
Yeah.
We need to talk about it.
I just,
can't just say
not
that.
speaking to me right now.
I bet you that other parents are going through this as well.
Well, I mean, I probably, but I mean, okay. So my daughter isn't speaking to me right now because we had a big fight about time. I don't think we even mentioned this or whatever, but she has a schedule now where she gets out of school early. And so she likes to, I think I mentioned that she likes to go to a spot or whatever to do, like get her like a drink and do some her offline homework. I mean, her online homework.
Right.
Like, 'cause she has that last class.
So the class is an online class.
Yeah.
Okay.
And so she doesn't have to be, she's not supposed to be in the school when they have that. I think it's like a cost prohibitive thing or something.
Okay.
So she gets to do it at home. And so because I have to pick up her sister at 3:25 and she gets out at 1:15 and has that class, it's like an hour of hang. And so she's like, well, just Uber me home. And I'm like, what? I'm like, yeah. And and then her mom kicked in. It was like, it's only $5 to like $10, like whatever it is. It's fairly short.
Yeah,
and
but
I'm
every
like,
day.
But it was like, but it's a couple of days out of the week, and that adds up. And I'm like, plus, I spent like maybe 5 years of my life at the library after school waiting for my parents to be able to come and get me.
Not knowing when they were going to show
Not
up.
knowing when, yeah. It was just, but I knew it was going to be within that window.
Sure.
I just, I had to let them finish work. And so I'm like, there's nothing wrong with this. Any other day she would want to be hanging out. Now all of a sudden I got to and everybody's mad at me.
Oh,
Not
man.
everybody. My youngest is like, Daddy, let's go ride bikes. So we went out. But my oldest has said since Thursday, probably 6 words to me.
She be giving you the silent treatment.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Wow.
And like we're going to ride bikes. I don't want to go.
Has it been working?
What?
Like the silent treatment?
No, I really feel good about it. I'm like, I don't feel like I'm treating her bad at all.
No.
I'm like, yo, you get everything you want to get, but there's going to be certain stuff that I don't really think there's I'm not making 2 trips and I'm not adding an extra expense. Like, it is what it is. So that's what it was.
And
I didn't
there's
want
options around the high school. There's not just one spot. There's plenty of options for
I
her
don't
to
want.
chill
I mean,
and
I
wait.
want her safe also, and everybody. Again, it's not like I just. My thing is that I'm not trying to spoil too much. Like, you got to start learning how to.
This wasn't a mandatory class. She specifically picked this class.
I mean,
I'm just
Is
asking.
this a second question?
No, because I'm thinking, well, if you decided to take this, then you knew that this was going to be an issue.
Yeah, I mean, I think it was the one that was offered. But they do that with certain classes that don't have enough students in it. They'll do it online, or they'll do it.
Gotcha.
They work out however they do it.
Okay.
Or whatever. So
All
yeah,
right.
so that's the fight. I didn't want to tap out on the first one. But
Yeah, that would have been bad.
But I guarantee you, I'm probably not supposed to be talking about this because I know she's not going to talk to me for another week now because somebody's going to hear about it and mention it
Don't
in
bring it up
school.
to her.
Anybody who's hearing this, don't bring it up at school.
Don't snitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
Don't
right.
snitch. All right, what we got next?
All right, Orlando, this past weekend was Rod Wave concert.
Yes.
And I know a lot of people come at you with requests of trying to get tickets and stuff like that. I want to know, like, 3 of the wildest things people offered you
Ooh.
for Rod Wave tickets.
Or tickets in general?
Or just tickets in general. 3 of the wildest things people have offered you so they could get tickets.
Well, okay. I mean, Nobody got any tickets, first of all.
Okay.
Okay. Let's just be clear
Make
on
that
that.
known.
Nobody got any of those. But I mean, yeah, people are very friendly, I will say. I don't know about 3, because I honestly, here's a hack. Damn, I don't want to say that though, because that tells everything.
Yeah.
I just want to know the craziest requests that people had said they would do.
I didn't see all the requests.
Okay.
Because certain people I knew were writing me because of Rod Wave.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So I left them in queue on purpose to open them after the show. Like, oh, damn, I ain't even see this. You know what I'm saying? Because I just knew what it was. It was like, but there are people, some people offer, physicality. They wanted, they can give you a little something, something. And I'm like, no, really, no. That's cool.
Yeah.
And then other people just, want like a favor. Like they like, hey, hook me up because then I got you later. Kind of thing like that. So, but crazy. I mean, sex, some Monica, whatever.
Yeah.
You get offered those things. But that's why I don't like that. That's why I don't control the tickets. Back when I used to control the tickets, I was a bad man. Now Tyson controls the tickets. He good Christian man. So it's all good. So
you saying they were offering that hawk tour?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Had to have.
Yeah, come on. People out here love some Rod Wave.
Yep.
But we only had 10 meet and greets, and we gave away 2 on each one of Beat the Freaks. That was my 10. But I had a lot of people like, hey, I got a scrunchie. And nothing to do.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
All right. Is there anything that you've ever experienced that you've been ashamed of? Oh, the scrunchie.
I mean, there's a list that I've been ashamed of. Though.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Not embarrassed, ashamed.
I mean, like ashamed is like to the core.
Yeah. Yeah. Not proud of yourself.
Something. I've been ashamed. Okay. All right. I would say getting divorced.
Wow.
I would say getting divorced. Getting divorced, I'm ashamed of it. Because I'm from a family of divorced people. Like, I mean, I ain't just talking about general, like regular, this generation. I'm talking about generations. And I got step grandparents.
Wow.
Like all of them.
Yeah.
Are divorced. So, like my uncles and aunts and everybody. So everybody got divorced. And I think that I had probably the best chance to kind of break that generational kind of thing in my family.
Yeah.
And I couldn't make it. And that's probably like the worst failure. That it wasn't like when I walked into marriage, I was like, I refuse to get divorced.
Yeah.
I will always be able to work it out. And 4 years later, I was like, I'm filing this paperwork because this lawyer said I can get out of this, and it wasn't right. And it wasn't right for either one of us and stuff. And so that failure sucks.
Yeah.
And the fact that when you got to tell somebody, it's so nasty. It feels nasty to say. When somebody is like, oh, you're a girl dad. And I'm like, yeah, I have them every other weekend. When you start saying that to somebody, they kind of look at you like,
break it down.
You're a co-parent. And it makes you feel like you're lesser than.
So you feel like you're being judged because of that?
Oh, I'm judged every time I say it. I feel like I'm a statistic. I'm one of them stats as soon as I say it, and I hate that.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm very ashamed that didn't happen.
I know we're the question, but do you feel like looking back at it now? I'm just saying this is just like a sub question.
Let's get a sub question.
I'm just saying, do you feel looking back at it now? Like, do you feel like you could have tried harder?
No. We were supposed to get divorced. Okay. Both sides. We weren't supposed that. Our best things are in school right now. So I mean, it was supposed to happen. I'm just ashamed that it couldn't get worked out or better.
Gotcha.
So that's 3. Jesus.
Woo, those are in depth.
All right.
This one comes from Xavier out of the 813. Orlando, if you're able to revive one rapper's career, who would it be and why?
Revive somebody's career?
Yeah.
Damn. Somebody's career. That would mean that I'm saying their career is dead.
Yeah.
I would say probably Lupe Fiasco.
Ooh.
Okay.
I miss Lupe. Lupe had a lot to say. He came out with some bangers, but he was really prolific with the stuff that he would say, and he would get in the weeds. We don't have enough artists that have really good conscience and knowledge. So it would be somebody like him or Chance, like one of those artists. Lupe, I mean, both of them from Shy, so you know.
Damn, you saying Chance's career's over?
It's paused.
I don't know when the last time
Could be
you
taking a
streamed
break.
Chance. Like, I mean,
I feel
it's
like
been a minute.
I feel like he's going through a divorce right now. He'll come back.
Okay,
That's
yeah.
why I would say
He'll come
pause.
back. Yeah,
Pause.
he's on pause.
I revive. Yeah.
All right, out of the 863. Oh, when it comes to enjoying yourself alone, what did you used to watch in your teens versus your 20s and 30s versus now? It could be a woman, it could be a category. How has it changed over time?
I mean, it changed. It changed with options. Like when I was a teen, I didn't have it.
Yeah.
I had to I had to sneak in my dad's cabinet and use his penthouse.
Yeah.
There was no internet.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I mean, you're talking about as a teen.
Well,
yeah,
yeah.
that was AOL, but it was like that was at the latter part. But when I first started looking, it was my dad's stash, and then it became some that we found like in the woods, and it was magazines, and so we had them like in a trunk. And so everybody would
And
kind of
hit
take
them?
some home and then trade them like trading cards or whatever. So like that was how I was getting down. And then AOL Instant Messages started getting cracking, and every
Yeah.
time my parents heard AOL go, they knew like he in there getting it.
So your teens were hidden magazines.
Yeah.
Your 20s and 30s. To comparison to now. Like, what are you into now that you weren't into before?
So what'd you do in college?
I mean, I was Vita Guerra.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, looking at, but that wasn't porn, but that was like, that was my go-to
soft.
joint.
Yeah, it's soft.
And there was Jenna Jameson.
Oh, yeah.
Jenna Jameson was one of the fire ones. Yeah. And I mean, and now it's just like there's one chick, Haley Davies, that I like now.
That name rings
fire.
a bell, yeah.
She's crazy.
You're
like, how you spell Davies? She's like somebody I just found like in the last I've been quiet for the last 2 months. So
Yeah.
I
You gotta dive in, fill that section lately.
So
Okay.
yeah, Haley Davies. Yeah. You find her?
Oh. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah.
She be on the IG all the time. Is she like Australian or something? It gave me the raunchy pictures.
Yeah.
I can't even show.
Well, I mean, that's good.
But she looked good.
Now you see what I meant.
Okay.
That's
All right,
what he was prepared for.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
All right,
in the
is that all
entourage.
three?
No. You got one more.
Okay.
Orlando.
Yes.
At a 941. It's been Rich's 1 year.
Oh.
I would like you to talk about one good thing he does well and one thing he can improve on.
Didn't we? I thought we said we don't answer because somebody asked me this question before. I want to say you've asked me this question before.
How long ago?
Is it? I mean,
It's his 1 year.
It's a 1 year. We're asking for the 1 year
God.
review.
It's just 1 and 1.
jeez, I want to say you guys asked me to do a review on the air before about this, but let's see. So what good? Like the energy that you have as far as bringing that to the show, that stands out. That's what we imagined we would get when we let the village idiot in the room. We knew we would get that. So that's a plus. Like getting you to see past the fun is the thing. It's like, and we're getting there. where it's like it's making you have to say, okay, before I start laughing and having fun, oh my God, I got to go over there, do this and do this, like the business part. So that's the part that we're still working on. But yeah,
somebody just texted, why does Orlando's mouth sound so moist right now?
All right, boomeranging. Because that's the third one, right?
Yeah.
All right. Give me something in your life that you have had happen that you are ashamed of.
Ashamed.
It hits different. It's not embarrassed. Ashamed, just a little bit more to the core. Damn.
So like for me, I would say, because to me, like when I get on the radio, like I'm not easily embarrassed. Like I really don't care what people think about me. But that's just me. But one thing I am ashamed of, and I just need to get a little bit better at, is like talking about other people, like not just like my mom, my sister, but also like people that are in my life, like B and other people. Like, because sometimes like I don't think about me talking, like I don't care, but me talking about them, like sometimes they want to keep things private and they didn't sign up for being on the radio. So
catching a stray.
Yes, and they catch strays sometimes, and even though I necessarily don't care, they care. So I need to do a little better at that. I'm ashamed of embarrassing other people.
Yeah.
So I would say that's what I'm ashamed of.
That's happened to all of us.
Yeah,
like, oh, I didn't know that would be a problem.
It's an attitude when you get home.
Yeah.
Like, really? I had to be on the show today? Yeah.
Yeah, like telling people that my mom like leaves rice on there for a couple of days. Like I'm ashamed of that.
Yeah, but she was lying.
Yeah, I was exaggerating a little bit, but sometimes like people are necessarily like take what I say as Bible.
That's literally what Chris just wrote in. Rich is ashamed for telling people his mom cooked rice.
Right. His mom is like, you got people down there thinking I'm crazy, Rich.
All night.
All right, Meredith, what's yours?
Ashamed, and it's something I'm still working on, and it's improving. That I don't have my family, that I don't have a closer relationship with them, because I see so many people that have such good, loving, and not that our relationship isn't that loving. I'm just saying it's not extremely close. So I feel a little ashamed that it's not better.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe you feel that way with your family sometime, or maybe even your brother. It's like that a little bit. Oh, look at your face.
No.
No.
I'm not ashamed of that part. Like you had me until you said that. I'm like, wait, really? My brother? Nah, sorry. You had me more confused by throwing pause in there. I was like trying to think, what was sexual about what she just said?
No.
She's like, my family, pause. And I was like,
No.
Like, she is not from Harlem.
As in, let me explain before the judgment.
I was like, she paused, and I'm like, wait, that was supposed to be like, you know, like he's like, oh man, just if you clap them cheeks, pause. Like that means something different. She's like, cause my family, pause.
Yes.
All right, man. All right, let's go.
Thank you for watching this video. For all things wild, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel.